Okay, here I'm discussing about the quantum remote control and how we can say also teleportation of unitary operation. Okay, this is the content what we are going to discuss. Introduction. In introduction part, we just introduce what is the protocol or what is the theoretical concept to uh, to teleport the unitary operator. Okay, then concept and theoretical view of this process, and then protocol. In protocol we devise a physical we drive a physical protocol in which we teleport unitary operator in some other party, and at the end we summarize all results. Introduction. Here we examine the how we can teleport the unknown quantum operation on qubit. In this process, our aim to devise a physical protocol. Psi is the state and psi beta is the state where we want to apply the unitary operator u, or for irrespective of psi beta and unitary operator, we can choose any state and any operator. It's just like a remote control. It's just a remote control. For example, if we have a remote and we want to control anything, so in quantum view we just apply any unitary or any operation on that state. That means we can control the state, or that's why we call quantum remote control. And we also discuss drive a protocol for 2 dimensions for only Pauli operators, which is a unitary operators, using the superdense coding. But here I am discussing on the generalized protocol to teleport the unitary operator. Okay, in equation 1 there is a T operator which known as a teleportation operator of U on psi beta, and there is a chi state which is AB. In theoretical view, we can say that Alice and Bob, two different parties, and this shared entanglement which is denoted by chi AB, and the UC is the control state, or this is the Choi matrix representation of any operator which we want to apply on psi beta state, which is present in Bob's laboratory. So it's some kind of remote control. Alice wants to control the state psi beta, which have Alice frame. Okay, now we choose control system Alice laboratory initially prepared state, and UC corresponding the unitary operator U, or this is an independent of U, form of U, or we can choose any Pauli operator or 2D system, whatever we can choose. Okay, this is remotely controlled, as I already discussed that Alice want to control the Bob's state. That's why we call it's remote control, quantum remote control. There is some conditions, or we can say some in between the protocol. In the final state, we can say in equation 1, chi AB is the shared entangled, UC is the state Choi matrix representation of U, and beta is the Bob's laboratory state. Okay, then is equals to psi. There is a phi U chi ABC. Phi U phi is the in different state, and at final we can see that U is applied on beta state. That's the quantum teleportation in theoretical. Okay, in final state, control and ancilla phi U and ABC must be independent of psi. If it's not independent, then the final state we get phi ABC and beta is maximally entangled. Then we can't differentiate how unitary apply on beta state, because if phi and ABC and psi beta is maximally entangled, then we can not differentiate in which state U applied. Okay, for two different unitaries, as I already said that it's independent of choice of unitaries. We can choose any of them unitaries. So then in this equation, we can see that if u is the some multiplicative constant of u, or some multiplicative factor of u dagger is equals to u, because both are unitary and these are Choi matrices representation orthogonal to each other. That's, we can say that this is an independent choice of unitaries. And we can also drive a non-local resources, non-local resources shared by entanglement and classical information. What is the non-local resources used by Alice and Bob to teleport this unitary operator to Bob's laboratory, or in other way we can say the quantum remote control, remote controlled by Alice. Okay, here is the protocol. This is the general protocol. We are not going to discuss here the 2D dimension, 2D systems, because in 2D system there is another way of teleporting the unitary operator to Bob's states using the superdense coding. Here we discuss only the general mechanism. In this picture we can see that there is a two universal gate, G1 and G2, and alpha, A, B, and beta, where A belongs to Alice and B belongs to Bob, and alpha is in Alice laboratory. Then there is a state chi alpha AB. This is a maximally entangled state to Bob's system, but beta is not entangled with chi AB. So we can see that here U is only applied on alpha, and it's in control on Alice, we can say, but Alice don't know what is the form of U. That's why this is the teleportation, because in teleportation, Alice and Bob, in normal teleportation, not unitary teleportation, we can say Alice don't know what is the state of form of the state, but Alice can teleport it to Bob. Similarly, Alice don't know the form, which is the form of U, or Bob also don't know the state of psi, what is the form of psi beta. So is it a state independent or unity independent? So G1 or non-local unitary or non-local unitary transformation, we can say also universal gate, which is applied to globally all states. So in this protocol, we are going to find some conditions on G1 and G2, how we can teleport U to Bob's laboratory, and which is apply on beta state. First, in equation 1, discarding the possibilities of control state teleportation. Rewrite equation 1. If we are just for 2D dimension, we can convert operator into the Choi matrix representation. It is easy to do these things in 2D dimension, but in general dimensions, we are in. This is not trivial to convert Choi matrices representations of any operator. So for discussing the possibilities of control state teleportation, we rewrite the equation 1 G1 in the form of G1 and G2, where chi AB is maximally entangled state and psi beta is the Bob's laboratory states where we want to apply the unitary operator, and is equals to phi U chi alpha AB and tensor product U psi beta, which is applied. Okay, for arbitrary general qubit, we can also decompose U in the form of all Pauli operators, and then equation 2 is become like this. But we can see here RHS in the must be product state. To satisfy the equation 2, RHS must be the product state. To be product state, phi should be independent of U or Pauli operator sum of unitary, because if phi is not independent of this unitary operator, then it's not following the linearity condition of quantum mechanics. So as we need to apply U on beta, that G1, firstly that G1 is equals to identity, and we applying two different psi beta states to different unitary, and we can define action on U beta state and action of U dash on U psi beta states is equals to similar state gamma beta, and psi beta and psi beta dash, these both are states orthogonal states. So no universal gate actually do this operation. Actually, two different orthogonal states cannot be converted into the same state, which is orthogonal, by the G2 gate. So it is non-trivial case to solve the condition on find the G1. So first we are doing this. Since G1, G2 are universal gate, we can choose U and psi beta independently. So there is some assumptions to take conditions to find the conditions on G1 and G2. Let's suppose U psi corresponding to psi is equals to cat 0 state, where sigma z is equals to 2. So we can see here U is equals to sigma z and U psi. Okay, sigma z U psi is equals to G2 in, this is the previous equation, substitution of equation 2. So we find that G2 is equals to chi alpha AB and window. Okay. In LHS, simply this we eigenstate of this to find the condition on G2. Sorry, G1. So in equation 4 and equation this one sigma z not 3, in this one sigma z U psi G1, we put if this is the eigenstate of G1, then we can put both are equal. So G1 is equals to psi beta and tensor product of phi AB beta. So we can see here, using these assumptions, we teleport Bob's state, which is psi, in Ali's system alpha, which is actually 0, using these assumptions. So operation G1 necessarily transfer Bob's state psi to the Alice qubit, and substitution of equation 4 into 2, equation 2, then G2 necessarily transfer this state U psi to back to the Bob's qubit. So it's generally two state transfers on both sides. As I already discussed that if we are talking about 2D dimensions, there is a entanglement we require non-local 2 bits entanglement, which I'm not going to discuss here, because if I am talking about the general unitary transformation, there is some more, we need some more entanglement, and we trade with non-local resources. So substitution of equation 4 in equation 2, similar process. We can also similarly we can also teleport U psi alpha to back to the Bob's qubit, which is the final result of this equation 2. So here we, as a summary, at first Alice and Bob shared entanglement chi AB, and a unitary operator is unitary operator Alice laboratory, which we want to teleport, and a state psi beta is in Bob's laboratory, on which we want to apply the unitary. We define a protocol where the optimal procedure, like we define a protocol in which this protocol U is applied on Bob's qubit, but indirectly there is a no-go theorem. In this theorem, we cannot teleport, we cannot transfer any unitary to another system. So in here we are indirectly doing this by bidirectional state teleportation. First, Bob's teleport his state to Alice qubit, alpha qubit, and then Alice apply his unitary on the psi state. Then again, the Bob's teleport his state to the Bob's beta state. Okay. Thanks. There is a reference. कितना टाइम हो गया?